Hello everyone, you're on HMG Study channel. Let's start with 12th Commerce Accounts, Chapter 1, Practical Problem number 4. From the following trial balance of MS Meera and Madhav, prepare trading and profit and loss account for the year end 31st March 2019 and the balance sheet on the same date. So you have to prepare trading and profit and loss account along with balance sheet. In this way, we have to prepare the accounts with the proper headings, debits and credits, and balance sheet in this way. Let's start with the adjustments first. We'll mark the adjustments first. As we have done as we used to solve the final account in various steps. So let's start with the first step to mark up the adjustments. The very first adjustment is about closing stock that we don't mark. Next is about provision for doubtful debt 2000. Doubtful debts means this is on debtors. So mark the debtors in this way. Create reserve for discount on debtors. Again, reserve for discount means RDD. It is also on debtors. So second tick mark on the debtors. The fourth one, valued of leasehold premises on 31st March 2019 rupees 1 lakh. So adjustment on leasehold property, leasehold premises. So mark in this way. The next outstanding expenses printing and stationery. So mark printing and stationery in this way. That the given adjustments are marked along with the given adjustment. Here you can see the hidden adjustment on advertisement. After advertisement, in the bracket it is mentioned the advertisement is given for the 3 years. So this is hidden adjustment. We'll keep in mind. After marking up adjustment, we have to go for the transfer of the given account, transfer of trial balance to the accounts that we have prepared. I have written with pencil which way to transfer all these accounts. So we'll see it. Here I have transferred all the accounts given in trial balance. Students have to refer the question to understand this. In the trial balance, to the debit side, the very first item is stock on 1/4/2018 25,000. It means it is opening stock. So it is transferred to the debit side of trading account, writing to opening stock as and the amount of it 25,000 outer column. Next item in the question is debtors, and we have marked double debtors. So debtors shows the asset. Debtors are always written to the asset side. So debtors, it carries two adjustments. So amount of debtors in the inner column 80,500 and 4 lines have to leave for the adjustments. Next is bills receivable. Bills receivable is always written to the asset side. Bills receivable outside the amount. Purchases, trading account debit side, 2 purchases, and while we write the amount of purchases, we check whether purchase return is given here in the question or not. Yes, the purchase return is given. In the credit balances, the very last item, the 1000. So we have written 2 purchases, the amount in the inner column, less purchase return 1000, and after deduction the balance comes out. Again, to the debit side, after purchases, returns is given. The return of the debit balance shows sales return. So generally what we do for sales return, we go to the credit side, we write buy sales, find out the sales amount. The sales amount is given in the credit balance. You can see the fourth item, sales, 3,25,000. So 3,25,000 in the inner column, and the return given after purchases in the debit balance is deducted out of the sales. Deduct this amount and take it to the outer column. Next to the debit balance after returns is carriage inward. Carriage inward is returned to the debit side of trading account. We remember generally we write carriage and carriage inward to the trading account debit side, and carriage outward we write to the debit side of profit and loss account. Okay, so this is done about carriage inward. Next after carriage inward is carriage outward. So debit side of profit and loss account, carriage outward, the amount in the outer column. Motor vehicle is asset. Next, motor vehicle given. So motor vehicle, go to asset side and write amount in the outer column. Next, general expenses. Profit and loss account debit side to general expenses, amount to the outer column 1800. Next is export duty. Where to write export duty? Export duty is generally written, is always written to the debit side of profit and loss account. Why? Export duties consist of general or specific taxes on goods and services that becomes payable when the goods leave the economic territory. So therefore it is the expense for the firm, therefore to the debit side of profit and loss account. Next, after export duties, advertisement. Advertisement is office expense, so debit of profit and loss account to advertisement, but advertisement is shows the hidden adjustment, so the amount of advertisement will be written in the inner column, leaving a line. After advertisement, printing and stationery, this is also expense, so debit of profit and loss account to printing and stationery 1200 in the inner column. And as printing and stationery is marked, it means it carry adjustment, so we will leave a line writing the amount of printing and stationery in the inner column. Next to the question given is drawings. Meera and Madhav's drawing is given. What we do for this drawing? We go to the liability side. We have two partners. So first we'll take Meera's capital. Meera's capital is given to the credit balances, the second last item. Meera's capital given in the question is 75,000. So to the liability side, Meera's capital 75,000. Out of this Meera's capital, we will deduct the drawing of Meera. Now we will take the drawing Meera, that is 3,500. Deduct this amount and keep still the amount in the inner column and leave the space for net profit or net loss. This is about Meera's capital. Now we have second partner. The name of the partner is Madhav. We require the capital of Madhav. So to the credit balance again, the second last item is Madhav's capital. So take Madhav's capital from there 75,000, and to the debit side, drawings, less drawings. So we will take Madhav's drawings from there, that is 2,000. It is not 2,500 but 2,000. So out of 75,000 deduct 2,000, 73,000 will remain, and keep it inside only, leaving a line for net profit or net loss. Okay, after drawings we will go for the next one, that is leasehold premises. Leasehold premises, this is premises means again asset. So here leasehold premises, but it carry adjustment as it is marked. So amount of leasehold premises inside in the inner column, leaving a line. After it, cash at bank, definitely it is asset, so cash at bank here 45,000. Outer column, furniture is also asset, furniture 8,300 outer column. So here we have finished with all the debit balances. Coming to the credit balance, the very first is bank overdraft. Bank overdraft is liability, so go here, write bank overdraft, the amount in the outer column. Next is bills, payables and creditors. Both are liabilities, so bills, payables, amount outer column, creditors, amount outer column. After creditors, sales we already have written here. Next is outstanding wages. Outstanding wages is liability. Outstanding, it was outstanding rent. Definitely whatever is outstanding we write to the liability side. So outstanding rent is written here, writing the amount in the outer column. After outstanding rent, unpaid wages. Unpaid wages is also liability. How? Unpaid wages are wages which have been earned by an employee but which have not yet been paid at the end of the accounting year. So it becomes a liability. Therefore, it is written to the liability side. So unpaid wages 1,500. After unpaid wages, capital is given. We already have written the capital here, both the partners, and purchase return. It is done here. Purchase return. So this is all about the second step, that is to transfer the items to the respective account. Now we will solve the adjustments. The first adjustment is about closing stock is value 32,000. So closing stock, all the adjustment carry two effects. In the same way, closing stock will be returned to the credit side of trading account and to the asset side. So two effects. By closing stock, 32,000 is given, so 32,000 outer column. The second effect of closing stock goes to asset. Closing stock 32,000. The second adjustment, provide provision for doubtful debt 2,000. This is doubtful debt is always deducted from sundry debtors, as we have marked here debtors for the same adjustment. So two effects of it: deduct from debtors less for doubtful debt. It is 2,000, deducted 80,500 minus 2,000, 78,500. And the next effect, to the debit side of profit and loss account, writing to provision for doubtful debt. To provision for doubtful debt. Which amount to write? This 2,000. So write 2,000 outer column. Next adjustment, third one, create reserve for discount on debtors at 3%. Reserve for discount on debtors, this reserve is nothing but RDD, and as it is given in the adjustment, this is new RDD. What we do with this new RDD? New RDD is deducted from debtors and it is added here to the bad debts. So we will first deduct from it less new RDD at how much percent? 3%. Calculate 3% new RDD. Let's calculate this. This 3% reserve will be calculated on 78,500. So 78,500 into 3%, that means 3 upon 100. Calculate this, cancel these two zeros, this two zeros. 785 into 3. The answer will be 2355. So this 2355 is RDD 2355. Now out of the 78,500, deduct this amount and write here outer column. This was the first effect. Now the second effect of it, this is new RDD. Remember, we generally write to the debit side of profit and loss account these steps. Two bad debts we write here in the inner column, then we used to add new bad debts, new RDD, and we deduct old RDD from this. Okay, so this is new RDD. Therefore, we have to write this new RDD here. Instead of writing all these things, we will just write two new RDD. 2355. So 2 new RDD 2355. First effect, second effect. Next adjustment, fourth one, value of leasehold premises on 31st March 2019 rupees 1 lakh. Leasehold premises we have written 1,10,000. And it is said that on 31st March 2019, that means at the end of the accounting year, the value of leasehold premises becomes 1 lakh. So this 1 lakh will be written in the outer column. If it is, compare now, the prior amount was bigger and now it is reduced. That means it is written off. When the leasehold premises amount gets reduced, it is called written off. So we will write less written off by how much? By 10,000. The difference of it we consider. So this is 10,000 written off of leasehold premises. The first effect. The second effect, to the debit side of profit and loss account, writing to written off leasehold premises, write in full, and the amount that is written off will be written here, that is 10,000. The next and the last one, outstanding expenses printing and stationery 500. It means printing and stationery is outstanding by 500. Where do you have written printing and stationery? To the debit side of profit and loss account. It was already written and outstanding is always added. So add outstanding. What was the amount of outstanding? 500. Add it. It will be 1700. Write it in the outer column. First effect. The second effect of outstanding expenses goes to the liability. So write here outstanding printing and stationery. Amount this 500. So write here 500. So all these adjustments are done. Now the hidden adjustment of advertisement. Advertisement is given 4800 and it is mentioned it is given for 3 years with effect from 1/10/2018. It means the advertisement is prepaid. This is for 3 years. We have to take for 1 year and out of 1 we have to consider these dates from 1/10. Means from 1 October till 31st March we have to consider. But this is for 3 years. First we'll calculate out of this 44,800 how much is for this year or how much is prepaid. Advertisement 4,800 is given. We will divide this into 3 parts as it is given for 3 years. So calculate it. If it is divided by 3, we'll get for a year. Okay, so 1600. For 1 year 16, for second year 1600 and for third year 1600. We require for 1 year. Okay, now out of this 1600, it is given, the date is given from 1st of October 2018. So October, November, December, January, February, March for 6 months. It means 6 upon 12. Now calculate this. 6 1s are 6, 6 2s are 12, 2 1s are 2, 2 8s are 16, 2 zeros means 800. This 800 is for the current year. Therefore, it will be written in the outer column. Correct? 800 will be written in the outer column. See. Advertisement expenses are written here. Outer column we are writing 800. Now deduct this. How much will be prepaid? 4,000 will be prepaid. So less prepaid 4,000. This is all about first effect. Second effect, asset side, prepaid. Right here prepaid advertisement. How much is prepaid? 4,000 is prepaid. So write in the outer column 4,000. Okay, that's it about all the adjustments and also of hidden adjustment. Now we'll go for the closings of account. First we'll go for trading account. We will consider the outer columns only. Take the total of credit sides and take the total of debit side. The total of credit side is 3,56,000 and the total of debit side is 2,35,500. Which is greater one? Yes, the credit side is greater one. So the greater total will be written to this side. Means credit side's total is greater. So we'll write to the credit side's closing box 3,56,000. The same is transferred to the opposite side 3,56,000. Now deduct this amount, the total of debit side from the total of credit side, and after deduction your answer will be 1,20,500. And this difference is nothing but net profit. After deduction, the answer that we get will be written here 1,20,500 and this is called as to net profit. What have we done? The greater side's total written here, right here. Transfer this to the opposite side. Find the difference and this difference will be written up, naming it as to net profit. Now this net profit will be transferred to the opposite side of the next account, means to the credit side, writing by net profit 1,20,500. We'll go for the closings of Profit and loss account now. The credit side's total is 1,20,500. Find out the debit side's total. The total of credit side is 1,20,500. Debit side 2455. The greater is this only. Credit side is greater. So write this amount here. Make the closing box first. 1,20,500. The same will be transferred here. 1,20,500. Now find out the difference of it. The difference of this two will be 96,445. So the difference will be called as, again, this was gross profit. Name it as gross profit. The same is transferred here. This is also gross profit. This difference of profit and loss will be our net profit. It was gross profit and it is net profit. So the difference of 96,445 will be net profit, which has to be written here 96,445. This is called net profit. But net profit has to be distributed amongst two of the partners. So we will write here up to net profit. We have two partners. The names are Meera and Madhav. So first will be Meera and next is Madhav. Now this amount of net profit has to distribute among two of the partners in their profit sharing ratio. But in the whole question there is no ratio given. So we will divide or we will distribute this in amongst two of the partners in the equal ratio. For this we have to divide this number by 2 as there are two partners. Divide this, so you will get the answer as 48,223 for both the partners. So Meera 48,223, Madhav 48,223. But while you cross check it, 3 plus 3 gets 6 and it is 5. For this you have to adjust the decimals when you divide it. If I write this 2, it will be 5, correct? So in this way you have to divide it. Now this net profit will be added here. The net profit of Meera 48,223 will be added here to the Meera's capital. What we do, add net profit. The amount of Meera's net profit, that is 48,223, will be added in this amount and the balance will be taken out. Add it, you will get answer as 1,19,723. The same procedure for this. Madhav's capital, in this amount 73,000, we have to add the Madhav's net profit 48,222. So add net profit 48,222. Add this and write the answer in the outer column, 1,21,222. Now the capital accounts are ready. We will take the outer columns total asset side, outer columns total liability side. Find the totals of it. The total of both the assets and the total of assets and liabilities will be 3,30,445. Assets same, 3,30,445. So the balance sheet is tallied. In this way we have to solve the whole question.